What happens when different people handle Tier 2 reporting for different facilities and their reports don't quite match up? And what if a regulator calls asking why one facility listed diesel fuel while another listed fuel oil for tanks that are used the same way at both spots? Those mismatches happen more often than you think, and they can cause serious headaches. Today, we're breaking down why having one qualified person handle all of your Tier 2 reporting isn't just convenient, it is absolutely critical. And I'll explain to you how RMA makes that simple, consistent, and stress-free. Hey there, I'm Ruhlin from RMA, your environmental experts. We help companies stay compliant, efficient, and confident when it comes to environmental regulations like Tier 2 Community Right to Know reporting. If you manage multiple facilities, you already know Tier 2 season can feel like herding cats. Different people, different spreadsheets, different systems, and one looming deadline of March 1st every year. But before we go too far, just know if you ever need a hand keeping your Tier 2 reports consistent, accurate, and submitted on time, you can always reach out to RMA. All right, let's jump in. Let's start with the big one, consistency. Every Tier 2 report asks for basically the same information. What materials you store on site, where, and how much. But here's the catch. States' platforms can be a little different, so when multiple people file reports for different locations, they can and could be interpreted differently. One person lists a product by trade name, another by chemical name. One calculates thresholds differently, someone else misses a material altogether. The results? Reports that don't line up. A paper trail that doesn't make sense when regulators compare your locations. When one person handles all of your reports, the same logic is applied across every facility, same naming convention, same calculation methods, same documentation style. That consistency protects you if questions ever come up later. Next up, accountability. When multiple departments or managers are each handling their own Tier 2 filings, it's easy for confusion to creep in. Who submitted what? Who missed a deadline? And who's calling the state back when something looks off? When one qualified person or one consulting team like RMA owns the process, that confusion disappears. There's a clear point of contact, a unified approach, and a fully traceable workflow. At RMA, we keep detailed records year after year, so if regulators ever have questions, we can respond instantly with confidence. And that does happen, so you want to be prepared. Now, let's talk efficiency. It might sound faster to divide and conquer, but splitting up Tier 2 work almost always costs more time and money in the long run. When one person already knows your facilities, your data, and your reporting history, they don't have to reinvent the wheel year after year. That saves hours of rework, avoids duplication, and cuts the workload in general. At RMA, we've built shared material inventories and reporting templates that can automatically populate across your system and sites, saving time and improving accuracy. You can even use our online pricing calculator to estimate your costs per facility before you even start. Nice and simple with no surprises. But beyond time and money, this is about safety and credibility. Tier 2 reports aren't just about completing some compliance item, they're about emergency planning and right-to-know laws that help keep your community safe. Inaccurate or inconsistent data doesn't just risk fines, it could impact how first responders prepare for an emergency at your location. That's why RMA reviews every submission for consistency, SDS alignment, threshold calculations, and all updated information. We make sure your reports aren't just filed, we make sure they're filed right. Here's the truth. Regulators don't see each facility as its own island. They see one company. They see your company. So when your reports all look and feel different, it gives the impression that your compliance program is fragmented. But when everything lines up, same formatting, same naming, same standards, it builds trust, credibility, and peace of mind. So if you're juggling multiple facilities this Tier 2 season, don't risk mismatched data, missed reports, or finger pointing later on. Whether it's 2 facilities or 20, keeping it all with one qualified person or team ensures consistency, accountability, and accuracy from start to finish. And if you're ready to make Tier 2 reporting simple, predictable, and stress-free, RMA can help. Reach out today and let's make compliance one less thing for you to worry about.